Welcome back. As we continue our discussion on daily planning, I'm going to introduce you to the 4 quadrants of time. Time management means being effective as well as efficient. Managing time effectively and achieving the things you want to achieve means spending your time on things that are important and not just urgent. To do this, you need to distinguish clearly between what is important and what is urgent. First, let's define important. These are the activities that lead to the achievement of your goals and have the greatest impact on your life. These things must be done, whether now or later. Urgent activities are those that demand your immediate attention, but are not necessarily important. They're often associated with someone else's goals rather than your own. Remember, urgent has nothing to do with the importance of something. It's simply a matter of time, and that time is now. Now, using the urgent important grid, you can see that there are 4 quadrants that a task or event can fall into. Quadrant 1 is both urgent and important. This area relates to dealing with critical issues as they arise and meeting significant commitments, crises, and deadlines. You need to perform these duties now. An example of Quadrant 1 might be an uncompleted critical project that must be delivered today. Or your house just caught fire. Urgent? Yes. Important? Absolutely. A phone call from an upset customer also falls into that category. It's something you have to respond to immediately that cannot be ignored or put off. In Quadrant 2 are the important but not urgent tasks. These are those success-oriented activities that are critical to achieving your goals. They don't have an immediate deadline, but that's good because you should be working to complete them before they become urgent. In fact, Quadrant 2 is where you do your best work because you're not in crisis mode and you have the time to put in your full efforts and attention on it. Quadrant 3 is urgent but not important. These chores do not move you forward toward your own goals. They may be interruptions from others, asking you to put aside what you're doing and take care of them. Because something is urgent doesn't mean that it's also important. For example, a ringing phone may be urgent because you need to answer it quickly. But if it turns out to be just a random telemarketing call, then it certainly isn't important. And you want to get rid of it as quickly as you can. As you learn to say no or to delay less important requests from others, you'll be able to get back to your Quadrant 1 and Quadrant 2 efforts. Quadrant 4 is not urgent and not important. Trivial interruptions are just a distraction and should be avoided altogether if possible. However, be careful not to mislabel things like time with your family and recreational activities as not important. As you understand and use the 4 quadrants of time model, you'll be able to overcome the natural tendency to focus on urgent activities so that you can have time to focus on what's truly important. You can also share this knowledge with your team members so that they too can focus on the most important activities.